us off. So my name is Dan Faill. I am the Greek advisor at Loyola Marymount University. I won't list off my credentials because now I know that actually serves no purpose other than to hear myself talk. So you've got 5 minutes of me talking and asking questions for you. You'll also notice that my slides won't change because I want to keep referring back to this scale. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about choices and the choices we make, okay? Let's look at the choices we make versus the choices we have, because sometimes they're a little different. So I've got my notes here. We all have basic needs. Our choices affect those basic needs. I need shelter. Well, are you going to choose to be homeless? Or are you going to choose to live in an apartment? Are you going to choose to live in the fraternity or sorority house? You've made that choice for that basic need. Choice theory is a fairly new theory. It wasn't taught in my student development theory classes. There's a good chance none of you have heard of it or may even ever hear about it. But it talks about the how and the why people behave, and the interactions and the behaviors that they have, which is really interesting when you think about it, because our behaviors are generated inside ourselves. Inside ourselves. So our behavior is chosen. Now I want to challenge you with a question. When was the last time you lost your temper? And I want you to think about this, because guess what? You never really lose your temper. You find it, right? Right? It's always there. It's never changed anything. Your temper's always been there. You've just chosen to act on it. You never lose your temper. You find it. So our behavior is an attempt to get what we want in any given situation. Sometimes it's not always a good choice, and we don't always have good choices, right? So think about the 3-year-old, the 5-year-old in Target or Walmart or wherever that is that really wants the toy. The kid has 2 options. Actually, the kid has a multitude of options. There's a good chance they don't take the first approach, which would be, Mother, Father, I would really like this ball to play with. I would really like the Elmo doll to take home and play. There's a good chance that they're going to whine and scream. So they make that choice, whether they know it or not. We make that choice, whether we know it or not. We choose the behaviors we have. So how you act and how you interact really does affect our world. So let's look at the scale. How many of us have ever been told about balance? Yes. You should live a balanced life. Let's make sure that you have a balanced life. Okay, it's impossible to lead a balanced life. Now, the reason I use Post-it notes is because I would challenge you to put Post-it notes on one side of the scale of what you want versus what you need and how you'll get there. If I want to wear blue, am I actually getting that done by wearing green? No, not so much. I made a choice. So we make choices every single day. The little things are actually what we have. And it's a system. So we compare what we want to what we perceive we have. All right? When we're not getting what we want, it triggers a signal to that behavior. So again, the scale triggers the signal, and it's how we react to that. So there's that motivation to do something. When we feel out of balance, it'll tip the scale. The more out of balance we are, the harder we drive for that behavior, the harder we move for it. And I'm going to give you an acronym, WDEP. So this is great for standards judicial boards. W, want. What do we want? What do you want out of this fraternity sorority experience? What do you want out of this conference? D, what are you doing? What are you doing to get what you want? Are you attending all your sessions? Are you waking up on time? Are you going to bed when you should? E, evaluate. Is what you're doing helping or hurting you get what you want? If you want to graduate in 4 years, is going out Thursday, Friday, Saturday night really getting you there? I don't know. And then P, plan. What else can you do? Now, I want you to do something for me. I want you to try to pick up your pen. You did it. So there was no try. I'm going to get Yoda on you real quick. Do or do not, there is no trying. So when a member says, I'll try to be a better member, no, they're either going to be a better member or they're not. It's the choices that we make that really make it understand. So when we understand our members' motivations, when we understand how our members interact, it can really help our members become better fraternity and sorority members. Thank you very much for your time.